Alright, what's going on YouTube? So I am unboxing like new old stock, long lost treasure, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, I wouldn't call it treasure. They really fucked themselves in the name and really burned some bridges before they went under. But their lower control arms, or rear lower control arms, what I'm using for CIVIC and INTEGRA, they never really had too much problems. Bushings, maybe long run. That's not a big deal to me because, you know, down the road I can just upgrade energy suspension or something else for the wife's Civic. So for the 94 Civic EX, I am going to unbox. I found a guy that was selling these that stopped building the Civic and had them sitting around in the garage. And I got a good deal on them. And they haven't been used, and they're Blackworks Racing's lower control arms. And they're still in the box, still got the number. If you go to that site, it doesn't even pull up anymore. They actually, I think they went under 2016 or 2018 if I remember right. And I don't know the whole story. I didn't research it like crazy because honestly I didn't really care any at this point. But yeah, I don't think they went over too well. You can still find some of their new old stock, like I was saying, at for some companies, you know, that still have stuff they're selling. But for the application on this being 94 automatic, we're slowly redoing the suspension. You know, depending on what we do with this in the future, they're gonna work just fine. I mean, she's not gonna be crossing it. It's an automatic. She's not going to be flying down the road like craziness or nothing power. So these will do fine. I'm pretty sure they'll last quite a while, but just wanted to show a little unboxing video, and then I may do an install video. I mean, there's so many install videos on lower control arms. It's really not too bad. I did a little research before back in the day, and these are supposed to be the same bushings. I mean, if you can see, these aren't even open, but going back to what I was saying, they're supposed to be the same bushings. I mean, the Skunk 2 lower control arms used from the same company, all that stuff. And my Skunk 2 ones lasted for years. I didn't have any issues with them, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, if it's like coilover system or something, I'd be like, yeah. But I think these will do fine. They're definitely lightweight. You can tell they're cheaper, but they're not as cheap as like straight up, just straight no-name eBay stuff. They say made in the USA. They look good. I mean, they did a good job. I mean, they almost look like they're 3D printed, which is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like that 3D printer material. That's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, they got the holes for the rear sway bar, which I believe, I got to look on it again, but I believe, you know, the 94EX has a rear sway bar. The bushings look good. I mean, they say Blackworks Racing on there, or Blackworks on the bushings. You know, BWR on there. So, I mean, it's kind of like a little time capsule here, small, you know, a couple. Well, damn, I mean, if it was 2016, it's 2022. I don't know. I got to go back and look. It's 2018 or 2016. But I think they started to go under at 2016. But, yeah, opening this one up. Nothing special really in the box. That's why I didn't show it, but they're clean. They're in good shape. They're going to go on there. They're going to match. They're black. She wants to go with the black and purple kind of scheme. So I think that's going to look really good, really classy, like a royal purple and just black to keep it simple. And they did come with two Blackworks Racing stickers, which are kind of, you know, like I said, a little time capsule sticker there. So, yeah, I mean, not much to say about them. I'm sure we've all seen Civic, especially early 90s Civic, lower control arms. But let me know. I'm going to post this probably up tonight. I'll probably be doing the install tomorrow, hopefully, if everything goes well. So let me know if you guys are if interested in seeing an install video on how I do it. I mean, I'm going to be going through some old rusted bolts and getting probably some broken shit out all together as one. So it is kind of tricky the way I got to do it. If you down south boys, you guys don't know, you're lucky. I mean, unless you've been up in the Midwest and, you know, up north, you're lucky. You don't got a real, you know, you don't have to deal with the rust. I see people part out beautiful cars beautiful cars with barely any problems. And they're like, oh, it's just too hard to work on. And it is something simple. And I'm like, man, you would die as a mechanic up north or in the Midwest, because the rust and the shit they keep running and keep going around here, because you have to. I mean, otherwise you're junking your car 10 to 20 years early, you know what I mean? Out of something that you could get 20, 30 years out of. But yeah, so I got to do this. It's got some rust on the rear end of the lower control arms. I'm sure the bolts are going to snap. I got to get them all out and put the new coilovers on. Doing a cheaper set of coilovers, but I'll do a different video on that. But they're still pretty decent. I've used them on other vehicles. So yeah, guys, pretty cool to open up brand new Blackworks Racing. You know, lower control arms, something that where I've looked, I don't think they're in stock pretty much anywhere anymore. I think a lot of them sold off their stock, so kind of cool, you know, but they didn't really go out with a bang. It's not like they went out with, you know, something traumatic to their family or some shit like that where, you know, not that that'd be a bang, sorry, that sounds bad, but like on a terms that was uncontrollable from what I remember. Don't quote me on it, but they kind of did a lot of people dirty and didn't take care of their warranties, just dipped out and kind of screwed everybody. I don't know where the guy is now, what he's doing, but that's what I heard back in the day. So just cool to have those. If they shut down due to just economy or things like that, that'd be one thing, but like I said, I kind of think they burned some bridges, so it's not like they have a great name for themselves anymore. But for lower control arms, they'll do just fine. They'll work on that. And they'll be black and match the body, so that's kind of cool. So I am happy about that. All right, guys, let me know if you want to see an install video or anything on it. If not, I'll just show them after I'm done. All right, peace out, YouTube.